till Christmas. We say till Christmas Eve, and then to Christmas. So there's 2 days till Christmas Eve. I really like the kind of the magical moment of Christmas Eve, where you go to church. In normal years, you go to church and then you eat a nice dinner. We eat a nice dinner, and then you go and it's night and you open gifts. I just like it being night and the fire there.
Yeah.
And
night is definitely more magical for sure.
Yeah. And then that means you don't have to get up at 5 a.m. on Christmas morning because there's no excitement.
Yeah, that's not my favorite part. I do not like waking up early.
Agreed. So, I eliminated that in our family. I did not like it, so I eliminated it.
Yeah.
We said, hey, we're going to do this differently. Because, you can bend the universe to your will sometimes.
Your will, absolutely.
Yeah. I think we don't realize we have that power a lot. We do. But we can bend things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Christmas is coming, however many days you want. We're close.
3 sleeps.
We're close. And I don't know about you all out there, but I'm pretty stressed.
I'm not.
This is a year of, this is a weird year to begin with. And being in church and leading the church, Christmas Eve service is like the best service ever.
Yeah.
I love it.
It is perfect. It's wonderful.
But this year is we're going to have something, but it's not going to be the same. And
I mean, it's going to be great, and you guys should all come at 5 on Thursday.
And wear your mask.
And wear your mask.
But
it is going to be good.
It'll be good, but it's different. And this whole year is different. You're not going to see family in the way. And so...
You know what I was thinking? I think that in some ways it's harder, even though we might be doing less. So I was thinking, I didn't get any of my kids' teachers' gifts this year because we're not having Christmas parties at school. I'm not getting extended family gifts because we're not gathering as a family. And so I'm sort of doing less, but it feels like more because I'm having to think about it. It's all new.
Yeah.
Do I need to do this? I guess I don't need to do this. And then you sort of feel bad. You're not doing it. You don't know what the expectations are.
Yeah.
Everything is different. And I think that even though a regular Christmas season is quite busy typically for people, there's a bit of a routine in it. You know what's coming. You know what's expected of you. So it's a lot of work, but it isn't so much mental. And this year it feels very mental. How do we...
Remember in the 90s, you'd be like,
mental,
it's mental, man.
But do we do a Zoom call with Grandma on Christmas Eve? How do we teach Grandma how to do that? I mean, it's all of this figuring it out for the first time. And that is exhausting.
Yeah, I feel exhausted.
Yeah.
I feel exhausted from this year. I feel exhausted from Christmas. I feel a bit of guilt that I'm not doing enough. This has kind of been my constant kind of running in the background because it's not the same and because I don't have the same routines and
there
the same ways.
There are no benchmarks. We don't know how we're measuring ourselves.
Yeah, and I'm not doing a good enough job. Whatever it is, I'm not doing a good enough job.
Everybody feels.
I think everybody feels that way. And so, gosh, I mean, I don't know how are y'all dealing, but one of the things that I think, this week, and I think why we're here this morning with you is this is a big moment for our lives. This is Christmas. This is, for the church, for us as followers of Jesus, this is a huge deal. And often, in normal years, it gets overlooked. The pageantry, the shopping, the parties.
Yeah.
Why we do this is overlooked. In this year, I think for me, it's even more so overlooked. Sometimes I'm what are we doing?
Right.
What?
You would think, it's quieter and we can focus more on it. And maybe, it's part of what you do for a living. That is, we're in a church, so we're trying to figure out how to make it a good version this year with all the limitations. Maybe if you don't work at a church or you work in some sort of more chilled job this time of year, it's fine. You can focus on the baby Jesus. But it does feel, there's this element of almost fog or confusion over everything.
Yeah. So this morning I woke up and I was just I mean, I woke up at 4, so, you know, it was nice and early before the sun rose.
Early bird.
Early bird. And, you know, I just took a minute and I just sat there and sort of meditated and did some breathing. And just breathed in and you know, consciously through my breath, trying to remember what's happening here.
Yeah.
What this is about. Like, this is about love and my calling to open myself up to God's love in the world, which is going to be difficult and just in so many ways like a child. Like a baby is a great example of opening our lives up to this sort of love. It is hard, and it's gonna mess your life up, and it's gonna cause you to lose sleep, and you're gonna get puked on and thrown up on, and you're gonna have to do things you never wanted to do. Like, this is a sort of, and I think this is what Christmas is to me. Like, my life over the year closes up to that. Mm-hmm. Like, I want my life. I want to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to go where I want to go. I want to run my life the way I want to run it. But then in this Christmas, I think I'm reminded I gotta reopen my life every year to invite this love that's gonna mess my life up, but that is gonna change the world, to open myself up to it again. Yeah. And so just kind of breathing in, making room for love, and breathing out the stress and the closeness of life, and like breathing in love and breathing out the closeness and division and hatred and selfishness that my life accumulates every day. Mm-hmm. And so maybe for you today, maybe that's something that you could practice here in the next couple days, so that when it is Christmas, it's not just about, I mean, gifts are great, good. Go for gifts, you know. Make it great for your kids. Make it great for your family.
Yeah,
great,
there's no
amazing.
shame in doing whatever you have to do to make Christmas awesome.
Yeah. But I think in that, live in the moment too.
Yeah.
Like, be in that moment with your kids, with your family. Even if it's on Zoom, be in the moment with them.
Yeah, I get really caught up in planning ahead. Mm-hmm. And always trying to have thought through the next few days. I mean, really, I'm typically a month ahead. Mm-hmm. And it makes me feel, because I'm always focused forward, it makes me feel really busy.
Because you have the busyness of the whole month right on you right now.
Right on me right now. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking about 1,000 things I have to do, and I don't have to do them right now. Yeah. But I'm thinking ahead of that, and then that busyness is actually that sense of busyness creates selfishness. Yeah. Because you are like, no, I can't let my guard down. I can't look at the people around me. I can't stop and look somebody in the eye and listen to them because I'm so busy. I'm so busy, and I think it's a trap that a lot of people get caught in. I definitely get caught up in it. And it's really hard to sort of live in that moment and live in love and be able to respond in love, because love, like a lot of times, takes time and sacrifice and energy. And you can't do that if you're always just going forward in your life and what you need to do. And it doesn't feel selfish because a lot of those things are for other people, but they're not for the people right now. Yeah. You know, they're for a month ahead. Yeah. And so then you end up living in this thing where you're never really connecting with the people right around you, right in front of you. Yeah. And I think for me, what I've always tried to do, and I haven't done well this year at Christmas, is to like remind myself that I'm not actually that busy. I have time to call my grandmother. I have 15 minutes. Yeah. I have time to send a card. Yeah. I have time to reach out to people. I have time to bake that gift. And actually enjoy and remind the people around me that they are important to me. Not their future selves, but them right now, them today. Yeah. But that is a practice that, like, I mean, that for me takes daily effort to be able to do.
It's hard, but that's this moment. And so, like, for you today, maybe in the next couple of days, remember what this is all about. Remember to love those people around you. Take time, make room for them in your life. One of the things I love about compassion, I love compassion studies, you all know, that when we operate in compassion, actually our brains feel like they have more time. So we feel really busy, have compassion on somebody, love somebody, and actually your body is going to feel like you hardly do.
It slows you down.
It slows you down. It slows your brain down. It slows the world down for you. And so you can notice people. And so notice people. Notice your kids, your grandma, your aunts, your uncles. Love each other. Make room for this in your life, because that's what this is about. This is about love. And not only God's love for us and what Jesus is doing, but like our love to one another. That's what Christmas is about. And so in this season, which is crazy and different and busy in a different way and stressful in a different way, maybe let's take some time every day to remember what we're doing, why this is important, who we are, and that God is bringing a light into our world once again and bringing love into our world once again. And maybe this week we can open ourselves up to that over and over and over again. So that's it from us today. Thanks for joining us. And Merry Christmas. We send our love out to you and hope that you have a great Christmas. And however it is for you, different, but maybe be there in the present. Enjoy it. Savor it. Love it. And I think we can get through it, and it will be beautiful together, because God, as we are reminded, God is still with us. So, Merry Christmas.